I've been able to skirt the line between my professional career, my family, the time spent, that kind of thing. If I've got a business trip in Florida, they're coming with me, and that affords us the time and the ability. They work for me, and it's exhausting mentally, but you have to do it. You have, even if we removed the agenda pushing that you're talking about, you got to be in those kids' lives, every piece of it. Yeah, I don't not show up. That's important to me. Doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, parent-teacher night, all that matters. Yeah. Even to me, even if, and this is going to get personal and probably piss some people off, but if you have to work that 24/8, maybe consider reevaluating your habits, your lifestyle, to where, dad can work more of a normal job and support his family. Maybe you don't have the RV that you go camping in. Make some sacrifices like that, because the sacrifice you should not be making is the parent-teacher night, the meet the teacher, the open houses. You got to be there for those. Honestly, I think that's more of a marketing thing. It's not something that matters much. If there is any sort of difference, I think that a lot of doctors use that as a marketing ploy. The administration method matters. If you have a doctor that's pushing pellets, those are generally bad news for guys. The alcohol-based topicals, those are absolute trash. There's some compounded creams that work okay, but if you put it on, your wife's going to get it on her, your children are going to get it on them in smaller doses, but you don't want your wife getting any if she doesn't need it. You don't want your toddler getting any, period. So the injections are generally the easiest and most efficient way to deliver it. But as far as bioidentical or synthetic, doesn't matter. A couple of things. One, it's more expensive. You get charged for a procedure whenever you do it. Two, it's painful. Even after they heal, a lot of guys complain it feels like they're always sitting on their wallet, like you can always feel something in there. But the biggest reason for me is that they don't typically, I mentioned earlier that it's difficult to really dial yourself in there and get your T levels exactly where they need to be in relation to all of your other hormones. And when you're just sticking grains of rice in your butt cheek and hoping for the best for 6 months at a time, there's no dialing that can be done. They're in there, you're getting what you're getting. They will tell you that they should last 6 months, but a lot of times they don't. They maybe last 60 days, and then you feel great for 2 months, and then you're just slowly declining for the next 4 months before they're able to take them out and put new ones in. They're super convenient, and then you're good for 6 months. So as a father, I would say that it's super important to be patient and kind with your kids, to show up for your kids. That's the best couple of things that you can do. As a representative of testosterone, I would say that if you feel something's off, check your levels. You don't have to involve your doctor. You can walk into a Quest Diagnostics or a LabCorp. You can get tests done without visiting your doctor. You can visit discountedlabs.com. You can literally purchase a lab requisite right there. Test your own levels. See where you're at. If a doctor tells you that your 300, your 400, your 500 is normal and there's nothing they can do, and you're not 85 years old, question that. Seek another opinion. There are tons of resources at testosteronepodcast.com that I would encourage you to look into, and including finding a doctor. If you can't find one that's going to treat you well, or if you've been trying to get dialed in with somebody local and they just can't do it, reach out. I can definitely set you up with somebody. But just kind of all my links will be available in that way.